minus y, where the 2 minus y goes onto the numerator, over 5 equals to 1 and 1 over 2. Okay? By the way, are we recording this segment? Yes, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so having these two fractions expressed this way, then we know how to do already, right? Because our denominator must be the same. Okay, which we will choose to be 10. Right? Then after that, 5 times 7 minus 2y, and over here I need to times 2. Okay, and we get 4 times 2 minus y. Okay, times 2 is only just for the number, no need to times inside. I rewrote my 1 and 1 over 4 into 5 over 4. Okay? Then now we can combine into a single fraction over 10. We will get this. Okay, again a reminder that when I expand this, okay, doing the rainbow, I'll have 35 minus 10y followed by minus 8. Minus minus become plus 4y over 10. Okay? So we get 35 minus 10y minus 8 plus 4y over 10 equals to 5 over 4. Okay? Then we can simplify it. And we get 35 minus 8 minus 10y plus 4y over 10. Okay? And we have 27 minus 6y over 10. Okay? Now that everything is neat already, cross multiply, right? Okay. Then expand again. And we would get 108 minus 24y equals to 50. Minus 50 equals to 24, right? I decided to shift my y to the other side. And then I will have 58 equals to 24y. And y equals to 58 over 24. In other words, when simplified, y is 2 and 5 over 12. Okay? I really want to reinforce and remind about this minus thing, because that's always the problem that most of us actually make problems in. Okay. However, I want us to really understand why that must be the case. Okay, because a few days ago I think Trina did come and ask me, okay, why is it that, let's say for example, when I have 7 minus 2x over 3 minus away 5 minus 2, 5 minus 3x over 3, okay, why is it that my next step, when I combine it, okay, why is it that I cannot just put minus 5 minus 3x as per what is given? Okay, why is it that this one must change to plus? Okay, I know that I never really addressed that before. I thought that I want to tell you, okay, since some of you actually asked that. Okay, if we think about it in numbers, okay, for example, 9 over 11 minus 5 over 11. Okay, what do you think is answer? 4 over 11, right? Okay, so easy. We know it since primary school. Okay, especially after we learn fractions. Alright, now, I know that 5 is 6 minus 1. Agree or not? So this statement and this statement, there you go, right? Okay, 5 and 6 minus 1 is the same. Now, if you go by the logic that you had, which is to put all the things you see on the numerator and then the denominator is 11, what do you get in this calculation? 9 minus 6 is 3, 3 minus 1 is 2. And now we answer 2 over 11. But we know that's not the truth, right? Because we know that it must be 4 over 11. So, how come? Okay, what went wrong for it to be 2 over 11? So the problem that arises see that they're equal. Okay? So this, I think, helps us to reinforce the idea. Why is it that when it's a minus sign outside, we must remember to expand, okay, and change the operation. Otherwise, it is no longer equivalent from one step to the other. Okay? Yes, Xavier?
The last one you said it was a -1.
Yes, so it's as good as saying as -1 times radian. So that's why it's a rainbow inverse. Yeah. It's the same concept.
Can it like change the question? The 7 minus 2x over 3 minus 1 bracket 5 minus 3x over 3.
So we have 7 minus 2x over 3 minus
minus 1 bracket 5
and
minus 3x. Because according to my dad, which is higher standard, right? You can't change the question like that. You need to write another statement down there.
So Xavier is saying a lower standard, is it? You want to compare qualifications now? Are you sure? Have you tried to verify the qualification that I have?
He said you need to write another statement down there.
Okay, this is right, nothing wrong. Okay, yeah, there are many ways to solve to write things down. So long as they're equivalent. Okay, so there's a 1 over here is right. Okay, and after that, you just when you combine it into a single fraction, it will look like this. So that you remember to actually expand. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I don't think your dad's qualification and my qualification differ so much lah. Okay. So let's not compare qualification, shall we? Right? Okay. But yeah, I mean this one is really just to cater to Xavier. But I want all of us to really understand why is it that we an alternative way lah to understand why is it that we actually need to change this to a plus. Okay? Alright, then the other questions, okay, for example, part D, okay, so similar to what we did in 9F, right, okay, part D, I want us to also realize that it is as good as writing 5y plus 4 over 4 equals to 2y minus 1 over 3. Then we cross multiply. Okay, and then we get this. Right? So it is easier when you can see it this way and then you cross multiply, then expand solve. Okay, I will not continue from there. Alright, so that's for 10D. For 10E, okay, with this as a given question, it would have been easier if you shift one fraction to the other side since it is 0. Okay, and then you see and fulfill the cross multiplication criteria where you have a single fraction equals single fraction. Then you cross multiply, okay, and then we get this. Then again, it is about expanding and simplifying to solve. Okay? Right? For 12, D, F, and H, which unfortunately I didn't get to mark anybody's, okay, the method is really still the same. So long as you have single fractions on each side, always cross multiply and solve. Okay? And so that's all. Okay, I want to talk about. I want to finish up chapter 5 today because we're really taking too long. I'll go back to question 1 later on. Okay, so looking at question 2, we have y plus b equals ay plus c over b. This is like a formula that has been given to you in the question. The question wants us to calculate the value of c when y equals to 12, b equals to 3, and a equals to 14. Okay? So how do we find the value of c in this case? The question actually gave us the values of y, b, and a already. We have learned this before. We will place it inside my formula. So y will become 12 plus b is 3. Okay? A is 14. Y is 12, but it's multiplication over here, so I must put brackets. Plus c is something that I need to find, therefore I leave it as it is. Over b, which is 3. Okay? So this is what we'll get when we actually place in the numbers. Right? Now question wants us to find c. Okay? But the numbers that we get here are a little bit messy, so let's organize them a little bit. 12 plus 3 we know that is 15. 14 times 12 you can press your calculator and what you get is 168 plus c over 3. Okay? Then it is just like solving our equation already. Just that instead of x we're given c. Okay? So what will you do in the next step? What will we do? Break it up. What is breaking it? Okay. Yes, you can do that. Right? Any other ways? So Xavier suggests writing it like this. Any other ways? Yes, Ansha.
We can just use 15 times 3.
Okay, so Ansha suggests 15 times 3. Then equals
168.
okay, 168 plus c. Alright? Any other methods that people want to share? Okay, so let's do a vote. How many of us would actually do this that Xavier actually said? Miss Xavier offers you to do this. Okay? It's not popularity contest. How many of you will do handshakes method? Okay? It's not a popularity contest. Alright? Both ways are perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with them. Mathematically, it's okay. Okay? It's just really out to our preference. Even for myself, I would have done the same thing as Hanshan's one. Okay? Because I want us to be able to see that 15 is as good as saying it as 15 over 1 and cross multiply, right? Okay? It does take lesser calculation when I do it in this manner, whereby I will get 45 equals to 168 plus c, and c is equals to 45 minus 168. Therefore, c will be equals to negative 123. Okay? If I had done it based on what Xavier has, or it is not wrong, I will have 15 minus 168 over 3 equals to c over 3. I have to deal with a fraction over here, not easy for me to mentally calculate. I will need to press into calculator. Okay. And I will get, negative 41. Okay. Then from here again, I have to still cross multiply, right? So negative 41 times 3 equals to c, and I still will get c equals to negative 123. Okay? So there's really nothing wrong the formula that we are given is this. Okay, we want to find the value of C when A equals to half, B equals to 1/4, D equals to -1/5. Okay, so again it's about finding C. It's just a coincidence. Okay, so we have a formula that is in fraction. The numbers that we're given is also in fraction. Okay, so what we have to do is take these numbers, put it inside. Okay, how do we put it in? 1/A, A is half, so I will put my half inside the denominator. So it should look like this. Make sure that your fraction lines are differing in terms of length. The one on top, okay, should be longer because half is now the denominator. The main fraction should have a longer line. Okay. Likewise for B, it will become 1/4. C is something that we need to find, and D is -1/5. Okay. Right? I firmly believe, okay, that most of us find this difficult to think, right? Because it's a fraction in a fraction, right? Then how? Okay, how to make it easier for all of us? You can press into your calculator individually for the fraction to see whether what number you can get. Okay, so I want you to try pressing into your calculator. What number do we get? Half. You sure or not? 1/2. You still get half? 1/2, you know. You get half. Can you try 1/0.5? You still get half. You should be getting 2. Okay. Do we all check? You should get 2. Oh, okay. 1/2 is 2. 1/4 is 4. And then 1/-1/5 is actually -5. Okay? So we can actually get integers at the end, and it's definitely easier for us to solve now. So 2 minus 4 equals to 1/C minus 5. My C is on the right side, so let's just shift the numbers over to the left. 2 minus 4 plus 5. Okay, and that will give us 3 equals to 1/C. Okay, is this the end for my answer? No, right? My question was to find C, so I still need to solve. Okay, then 3 times C equals to 1. Okay, think about cross multiplying. Okay, it's 3/1. So 3 times C equals to 1. In other words, C equals to 1 divided by 3. Therefore, C equals to 1/3. Questions? Right? So in mathematical formulae, this topic itself, okay, it is really about putting the numbers in and then after that shifting here and there. Okay? That's the whole purpose of this topic. And it requires skills that you need, okay, for your WA tomorrow as well. Okay, so going back, promise to your question 1 in practice now 6. It is fairly long, the question. So I want us to turn to our textbook, page 136. Let's read the question together. Okay. It says that Newton's second law states that the net force F acting on the body is given by this formula. Okay. It really doesn't matter whether you understand what the question is saying, because I think for your level of science now, you might not have touched on Newton's law or understand about forces yet. Okay, but this is the formula that we're looking at. F equals to MA. Okay, father equals to ma. Okay, so That's something you will learn in physics next time, okay? Question says that F is supposed to represent force. Okay, F is representing your mass. That's like your weight by kg. Weight is in newtons. You learn that later on in science. A is acceleration. Okay, there's really no need to bother ourselves with the science concept behind this question. It's just the context. Okay, so long as we are able to recognize what does F, M, and A represent. Okay, then the question says that the units for force is in newtons using capital letter N. The units for mass is in kg, and the units for acceleration is meter per second squared. The main question, part A, says that if M equals to 1000 kg, A equals to 0.05 meter per second square, okay, find the net force acting on the body. Okay, in case you're wondering what body, the body doesn't mean your physical body. Okay, in science itself, the word body refers to an object. Okay, so like your table is a body. Okay, so that's how we use it in science. So question wants us to find the force actually. Okay, don't care whether net or no net. Okay, eventually we're trying to find the force. The question gave us M is 1000, A is 0.05. So applying the formula that we're given, F equals to M is 1000, A is 0.05. We must have the brackets to represent the multiplication. And then we just happily press into calculator and we will get 50 as our answer. Okay? Then in part B, okay, F is equals to 100 newtons and A equals to 0.1 meter per second square. We want to find the mass. Okay, so using that same formula, F is now 100, mass is we don't know, A is 0.1. Okay, to find M, what will we get? Joshua, redeem yourself please. What do you press in your calculator? 100 what? 100 times 0.1, you sure? Very, very sure. Bet $1 million on it. You're losing the $1 million. Okay? So 100 equals to M times 0.1. What should we get actually? 100 divide by 0.1, right? Down here is times now, bring over, become divide. Or, okay, tomorrow somebody got test this kind of things, as in the equation solving. So M equals to 1000 kg. Okay? Questions? Okay. Now let's look at practice now 7. a formula, for the sum S of any four consecutive even numbers. Okay, so they want you to create the formula itself. They didn't give you the formula, unlike our previous question where they gave you a formula like this. Okay, this is something not unfamiliar to us because we did a similar question before in chapter 5.3, but it was on odd numbers. Remember that? Okay, so because there's nothing given to us, right? Okay, we will let x be the smallest number. Okay, let x be the smallest number. Right? So what will the four numbers actually be? I have the first one to be x. The next even number, what will it actually be? If let's say we are looking at the even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8. What is the pattern we see over here? Plus 2, right? So if this is x, you will have a plus 2. Okay? Go the next one is plus 2 from here, which means it is plus 4 from the beginning. Right? And then after that, for the last one, will be plus 6 from the beginning. If you had watched my number pattern video, this shouldn't be unfamiliar to us. Okay? So, we know the four numbers already. They are x, x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6. This is not yet the formula. Formula needs to be an equation because there's always an equal sign. A formula needs to tell us what is going to be the answer. Just like area means length times breadth for square or rectangle. Okay? And then for area of circle is pi r squared. So there's always this equal sign. Okay? So how do we form the formula? In this case, we are looking for the sum, which they give you s to represent it. Okay? We are looking for the sum of all these four numbers. So it is x plus 2 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 6. So we are adding all of them up. And we know that there are 4 x's over here. So 4x and then plus 4 for the numbers. So the formula that we have for this question is none other than x equals to 4x plus 4. So that will be the answer. Okay. Okay. Then the question asks, hence calculate. Important instruction word hence. Okay? I've never talked about it before. So when you see the word hence, the question expects you to use the previous part's answers. So you must use your previous part answers in answering the next one, in answering this particular part. Okay, you cannot do randomly. Okay, so you're confined to using this formula then, right? Which is s equals to 4x plus 4. Question said that the smallest number is 14. And our x was defined to be the smallest number. So s equals to 4 times 14 plus 4. Okay, because x is supposed to be 14, put it inside your formula, it will generate for you that the answer is going to be 68. Okay? Hang on now. Can it be? Oh yes, 68. Okay? Questions? Yes, 13. Oh, I sorry, I must have forgotten. Wait, did I tell you about this before? Okay, never mind then. I'm sure someone will have forgotten. Okay, now let's look at exercise 5C, question 14. Okay. Now looking at part I, it says, are we ready for this? Let's see your Zoom ready. You ready? Yeah? Okay. Find a formula for the total cost $T of C pens at $D each, E pencils at F cents each. Okay? So they are not giving you the numbers at all. They are giving you it all in expression. We need to actually form our formula. Okay, so the total cost, take note that the units being used is dollars. So in your calculation, everything must be in dollars. Okay, so C pence is $D each. That means 1 pen is $D. If I have 3 pens, it will be 3p. Now that I have C pens, it will be $CP. So that will be the cost of the pens. Don't need to put any units in your formula itself, just like what we had earlier on. Okay, all our units, all our formulas don't have units. Then we are going to add, because we're finding the total. Okay, there are E pencils, and each of them costs F cents each. So we will naturally think of multiplying by F. But when you multiply by F, F is in cents. Okay? So how do I convert from cents to dollars? Times 100. I got 50 cents is how many dollars? 50 cents is half a dollar, right? And 50 cents is half a dollar because we divide by 100, right? 50 cents, okay, this is whole number, right? Decimal place should be here. I divide by 100, then I will get 0.50 dollars, right? Just like 20 cents is how many dollars? Oops, it is 0.20. So we are dividing by 100. Okay? From converting from cents to dollars. So our cents over here, which is F, I need to divide by 100. Okay, before multiplying with E, so that I can find out the cost of the pencils. Okay, so I divide by 100 to convert cents to dollars. Right? And then this will be a formula. Okay, nothing for us to simplify. We can leave it as it is here already. Okay? Right? And then in part 2, going by this formula. Question gave us that E equals to 150, D equals to 3. We want to find the value of T. Okay. Now if I just take the E and D over here and put it in, okay, I'm still short of knowing C and F. So I cannot find out what is T. So I need to go and find out what is C and F. Then I got a big picture. Okay, then I put it into this formula. So therefore I need to find C and F by making use of what is given to us. Using this first formula, E is 150. Okay. C is something I want to find. Alright. So from here, okay, how do I proceed next? What is my next step? Okay, it's my final 10 minutes. I have not used my ice cream sticks, I shall use it now. Earn your points, guys. You all know what to write. Stand up, okay, my call his name, John. Xingru, your turn to answer. Still deep in the thoughts. Yeah. Xingru can tell me, what do I do next? You want to come out, right? Okay, I want the rest of us to think about it, try it out. Next step, please. You can continue writing here. Don't be blindly waiting. Please try it on your own. Find out what is C. Okay. The C value that you should get is 120. Zero can get? Cannot? Never mind, go and sit down. Thank you for trying. Okay. Still recognize the effort. Okay. So because multiply, right, we should get 150 times 4 minus C. Because this one cross that side, 1 times negative 145C. Okay, so we cross multiply like that. And then we will get 600 upon expansion minus 150C equals to negative 145C. Okay. Place all the C's on one side, so up to you what you like. What I would have done is to place the negative 150C over the other side to get this. So that I have 5C and then 600 divided by 5, you will get C, and C equals to 100 and so what did I say? 20. Okay, so that's how we get our C value. But we're not done yet because the question wants us to find T. We're trying to find C to put inside here. Okay. We still need to find out what is F. Okay. So same method. D equals to F plus 5 over 50. D is now 3. Okay. Yeah. It's impossible that C is negative. You know why? Can someone answer why is it that C cannot be negative? In this particular context. It's not about that. C represents what? Number of pairs. Can number of pairs be negative? Cannot. So actually you telling me that C should be negative 120, I know immediately cannot be possible. But negative 145 plus 150 is positive 5C, right? Correct? Yeah. Yeah, so 150 minus 145. Okay. You try using a calculator. But code that you're taking. Okay. So with this, right, next step we cross multiply. Okay. 3 times 50 equals to F plus 5 times 1. 150 equals to F plus 5. F is equals to 150 minus 5. So F equals to 145. Okay. Now that I have the value of C and I have the value of F, I also have the value of E and D. I can now find out what is T, whereby C is 120, D is 3, plus E, which is 150, and F is 145 over 100. Because your formula is this, yeah. Okay. Then you can key the entire thing into your calculator. You will get 577.5. So therefore, total cost is $577.50. Okay. Questions? Alright. One final thing. So we have come to the end for our chapter 5 already, finally. Okay. Homework. Exercise 5.4. This is 5C. Textbook page 137 to 138. Okay. And questions are 3, 6, 11, 13, 15. Okay. Due